Assalamu alaikum. Today my topic is Al-Baraka fi Hayati, Al-Muslimun fi Amerikiya, Wujja Nadher Fata Amerikiya. So that's blessings of my life, Middle Eastern Muslims here in America, from an American girl's perspective. So some of the cultural things that I've noticed in all my Middle Eastern friends are they're very kind. They have a lot of kindness and hospitality. They love to have you over and cook for you, and they're very generous. A lot of them I've noticed really are focused on helping the poor a lot. They give, they have a lot of charities, so that's very admirable to me. They have awesome food like baklava, which they give you, and they have great music and dancing. Their parties are really fun. I've been to a couple celebrations for Eid, and it was just a really great time. Also, another thing I noticed is they're very people-oriented as opposed to like things or time. Like a lot of my American friends, or even me, I feel like we're so busy with work and school, and we don't have like a lot of time for people sometimes. But I've seen a lot of my Muslim friends make sacrifices, like to help me out, or even if they have work or something, they put it on hold, and they're very people conscious. So I really respect that. In our country, we have a lot of Middle Easterns. We have them in our universities. They pay a lot of money for our top schools. And we have them in our entertainment industry. We have them in our armed forces serving our country. So that's very respectable. And one of my friends, he's from Iran. He's actually a very famous Persian comedian, Maz Jobrani. How many of you have heard of Maz Jobrani? A couple of you? Yeah, I met him a couple times. He's really awesome. He did this book called I'm Not a Terrorist, but I Played One on TV. And it talks about like all the, he's been misjudged a lot being from the Middle East, and so people ask him to play like the terrorist role and stuff. And so he talks about some of the stereotypes and that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm going to show this actually right now. We're blessed to have him in our country, and he actually travels the world. But he's located in Los Angeles.
Hello, Doha. Hello. Salam alaikum. I love coming to Doha. It's such an international place. This is like, it feels like the United Nations just here. You land at the airport and you're welcomed by an Indian lady who takes you to the Al-Maha services where you meet a Filipino lady who hands you off to a South African lady who then takes you to a Korean, who takes you to a Pakistani guy with the luggage, who takes you to the car with a Sri Lankan. You go to the hotel, you check in, there's a Lebanese. Yeah, and then a Swedish guy showed me my room. I said, where are the Qataris? They said, no, it's too hot. They come out later. They're smart. They know. And of course, it's growing so fast. Sometimes there's growing pains, like sometimes you run into people that you think know the city well, but they don't know it that well. My Indian cab driver showed up at the W, and I asked him to take me to the Sheraton, and he said, no problem, sir. And then we sat there for 2 minutes. I said, what's wrong? He said, one problem, sir. I said, what? He goes, where is it? I go, you're the driver, you should know. He goes, no, I just arrived, sir. I go, you just arrived at the W. No, I just arrived in Doha, sir. I was on my way home from the airport, I got a job. I'm working already. He goes, sir, why don't you drive? I go, I don't know where we're going. Neither do I. It would be an adventure, sir. It is an adventure. The Middle East has been an adventure the past couple of years. The Middle East is going crazy with the Arab Spring and revolution and all this. Are there any Lebanese here tonight? Any Lebanese by applause? Lebanese? Yeah, the Middle East is going crazy. You know the Middle East is going crazy when Lebanon is the most peaceful place in the region. Who would have thought? Oh my gosh. No, there's serious issues in the region. Some people don't want to talk about them. I'm here to talk about them tonight. Ladies and gentlemen of the Middle East, here's a serious issue. When we see each other, when we say hello, how many kisses are we going to do? Every country is different and it's confusing, okay? In Lebanon, they do 3. In Egypt, they do 2. I was in Lebanon. I got used to 3. I went to Egypt. I went to say hello to this one Egyptian guy. I went 1, 2. I went for 3. He wasn't into it. I told him, I said, no, I was just in Lebanon. He goes, I don't care where you were. You stay where you are. I went to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, they go 1, 2, and then they stay on the same side. 3, 4, 5, 6. Next time you see a Saudi, look closer. It's just a little bit tilted. I'm telling you, okay? Yeah, I was saying hello for half an hour. I'm letting you know. Qataris, you guys do the nose to nose. Why is that? Are you too tired to go all the way around? Habibi, it's so hot. Just come here for a second. Say hello. Hello, Habibi. Just don't move. Just stay there, please. I need to rest. Every country's Iranian. Sometimes we do 2, sometimes we do 3. A friend of mine explained to me, before the 79 revolution, it was 2. After the revolution, 3. So with Iranians, you can tell whose side the person's on based on the number of kisses they give you. Yeah, to go 1, 2, 3. I can't believe you support this regime. Kisses. But no, guys, really, it is exciting to be here. And like I said, you guys are doing a lot culturally, and it's amazing. And it helps change the image of the Middle East in the West. Like a lot of Americans don't know a lot about us, about the Middle East. I'm Iranian and American. I'm there. I know that I've traveled here. There's so much we laugh, right? People don't know we laugh. When I did the XD Evil Comedy Tour, it came out on Comedy Central. I went online to see what people were saying about it. I ended up on a conservative website. One guy wrote another guy said, I never knew these people laughed. Think about it. You never see us laughing in American film or television, right? Maybe like an evil, like, whoa, whoa. I will kill you in the name of Allah. Whoa. But never like, ha 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 ha. We like to laugh. We like to celebrate life. And I wish more Americans would travel here. I always encourage my friends to travel, see the Middle East. There's so much to see, so many good people. And it's vice versa. And it helps stop problems of misunderstanding and stereotypes of happening. For example, I don't know if you heard about this. A little while ago in the U.S., there was a Muslim family walking down the aisle of an airplane, talking about the safest place to sit on a plane. Some passengers overheard them, somehow misconstrued that as terrorist talk, got them kicked off the plane. It was a family, mother, father, child, walking down the seat. Now, as a Middle Eastern male, I know there's certain things I'm not supposed to say on an airplane in the U.S., right? Not supposed to be like walking down the aisle and be like, hi, Jack! That's not cool. Even if I'm there with my friend named Jack, I say, greetings, Jack, salutations, Jack. Never hi, Jack. But now apparently we can't even talk about the safest place to sit on an airplane. So my advice to all my Middle Eastern friends and Muslim friends and anyone who looks Middle Eastern or Muslim, so to Indians and Latinos, everyone, you're brown. Here's my advice to my brown friends. The next time you're on an airplane in the U.S., just speak your mother tongue. That way no one knows what you're saying, life goes on. Granted, some other tongues might sound a little threatening to the average American, right? You're walking down the aisle speaking Arabic, you might freak them out, if you're walking, you might say, what's he talking about? So the key to my Arab brothers and sisters, you gotta throw in random good words to put people at ease as you're walking down the aisle. Just as you're walking down, strawberry. Rainbow. Tutti frutti. He's gonna act like to play with some ice cream. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Thank you, Ted.
So that's Maz Jobrani. He's dealt with a lot being here in the U.S. But he's awesome. He's very funny. So yeah, I mean, even my Muslim friends, I've seen how they've gone through like some misunderstandings, or Americans judge them the way they dress, the way they talk. And so I've kind of like stood up for them and, you know, spoken out and that type of thing. I have countless stories of Middle Eastern people having been like gifts and blessings in my life, but I'm not going to share them all right now because it'll take a long time. But I do have a lot of friends from all sorts of countries. Iran, Al-Urdun, Palestine, Al-Emirate, Al-Arabiya, Al-Muttahada, Oman, Kuwait, Libya, Syria, Al-Maghrib, Turkey, Afghanistan, Lebanon, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Al-Iraq, and Al-Mumlika Al-Arabiya Al-Saudiya. So I've known people from all these different countries, and they've been just awesome, awesome friends. So, you know, just in my closing statement, I'd like to say, you know, we're all human beings, and we're created in God's image, and I hope that we can look at each other more with eyes of love, as opposed to like judgment and stereotypes. So, yep.
Shukran.